Hey everybody, and welcome back to Let's Play Shadow of the Tomb Raider. And yeah, we're not back in Kuwakyaku to talk to Abby. We'll be back to that shortly, but I took another look at the map and was reminded of this chest here in this rather unpleasant location, so I figured I might just get that out of the way real quick. It's a little bit out of the way, but where's that chest? I think it's down here somewhere. Oh yeah, there it is. Pretty hard to see, but we can now open it finally. And we get some experience, knowledge, and an Inti statue.
Inti is the Incan sun god, created by the great god Viracocha. Incan rulers consider themselves direct descendants of Inti, as he is the patron of empire and military conquest.
Alright, thanks for that little bit of lore. And yeah, the way out of here is unfortunately a little bit long. So I will go ahead and yeah, well, long and also somewhat deadly. So I'll make a cut and meet you back in Kuwakyaku, where we'll wrap up Abby's little lore episode. So I'll see you there in a second. Alright, and we're back in the jungle near Kuwakyaku. Actually, there is something we can do here. We have skill points, 3 of them. So, oh yeah, that's right. I was thinking about getting this actually. That skill where we lock onto 2 targets to take them out simultaneously. That might actually come in handy. Maybe more so than anything else. Right, we aim with LT, hold RT, right, hold the shot, zoom with RS over 2 separate enemies. I'm assuming we don't have to do it in that order, but I guess we'll see. Yes. Okay, cool. Right? I mean, obviously I have to hold the shot, but I'm assuming I can zoom in first. Anyway. Is this? Yes, that's the right path, of course. Well, we have to go around. We always do. Do we actually need some wood? Well, might not strictly need it, but actually we are full now, so there's that. Excuse me, don't mind me. Alright, I'm back to Pilar's place and... Hello? No, you're not Pilar. Huh. Yeah, there's Abby too. Well, you could say that.
But something more as well.
Oh, so she does know.
Es el lugar de descanso de la reina Maya Abarrane, la primera guardiana de Kuwakyaku, que construyó la forja para construir un artefacto de gran poder.
What artifact?
No lo sé.
Are we not done with the storyline?
Mariana me dijo que lo que había nacido en ese lugar se había perdido hace mucho tiempo, pero dijo que el mensaje que contenía siempre perduraría. Era un mensaje de esperanza para el futuro.
If you knew about all this, why wouldn't you tell me?
Lo siento, pero le hice una promesa a Mariana.
So what? I'm supposed to accept that I'm Maya all of a sudden?
El linaje de Abarrane se ha diluido a lo largo de los siglos, pero tú desciendes de ella.
So what does this mean?
Yeah, that's the question, right?
Abigail, como Mariana y su madre antes que ella, desde los tiempos de Abarrane.
I can't be a guardian. I have responsibilities here.
I think that's the point.
Has estado protegiendo este pueblo durante años. ¿No lo supiste siempre? ¿Te has sentido obligada de alguna manera? Ahora eres la guardiana de la historia.
That's what Grandma used to say. She said it was her job to keep its story, to keep it safe. She promised that one day she would show me where it was, and then I'd be the keeper of its story.
No olvidó su promesa. Es una forma diferente de mostrarte.
It's so like her, isn't it? She couldn't just tell me. Had to make a treasure hunt out of it.
Yeah, that seems a little bit...
Amaba a tu
I
abuela
don't know.
como si fuera mi propia hermana, pero a veces era peor que un dolor de muelas.
Dolor de muelas?
Abby, I
Okay.
think I'll leave you two alone to talk about things. Sounds like you've got some catching up to do.
Thanks,
Quite a bit.
Lara. Here, I want you to have this for all your help. And
What are you
before
gonna give
you
me?
say anything, it's customary, so you kind of can't say no.
Thank you.
What did we get? Money? Yes, 500 gold. Okay. Alright, and some equipment. Plates and pads. Airborne. Huh, Airborne. Funny game. Very funny. Okay, and a skill point, and mission complete, and... Let's see, did something new pop up? No. Not yet. Okay, that's fair enough, I suppose. Let's see here. Right, there's of course still the crypt. And of course this DLC quest did not count toward the quest total for this area. So that only tracks the vanilla quests, I suppose. In this case, the one to do with these exploiters. Alright, mission complete, Echoes of the Past. Let's take a look at that gear, I guess? I mean, that seems... It sounded like it might be, you know, related to that forge, like actual armor plates. But the artifact that's lost to time, the artifact that incredibly convoluted, complicated, gigantic forge was built for, is just gone, and no follow-up to that. I was actually expecting like that only to be the first part of the quest, and now we'd hunt for that super artifact weapon. I mean, obviously, what else could it be if it's supposed to be useful to us? Well, anyway, let's see here. Didn't get... Oh, wait, or did we? Oathtaker's Bow? I was not really paying attention. Is it this? Or is it not? Actually, it might not be. No, these are just being highlighted because I have upgrades available for them. Never mind. Well, unfortunately, I will have to... Is this the one I've been using? Yes. I think. Oh god. I'm terrible. Yeah, this is fully upgraded. That's the one. Right. We did get some outfits. That I know. I guess they're full outfits, not partial ones. Heron, Explorer. Right, well, obviously not these. Nope. Broken Shadow, yes. Plates and pads cut down... What? Cut down telltale human noises. Oh, I see. Yeah, we definitely got this one. Ugh, really? Not even a Maya design. This is old, of course. Hunter's Array, Dragon Scales. Croft Fitness. Okay. Yeah, I'll have to look at my own video to see what the first thing I got was. It probably was some kind of weapon. Anyway, yeah, that did wrap that up. So I suppose in that case we're actually going to head back to Paititi, buy some necessary things. Well, some tools that will allow us to access new places, specifically the Rope Ascender. And I don't think they had, or well, not the market. Obviously, those there were no modern weapons for sale there. But that special trader, I don't think she had a shotgun for sale, right? That would be a little bit too easy. But I don't remember specifically looking for it. I probably would have noticed it if she did. So yeah, I guess we will still have to wait for the story to hand us one, so we can open those respective barriers. But yeah, either way, I'm gonna take another quick break, or make another quick cut, warping back to Paititi and getting where we need to be, and then we'll see what we do from there. First some shopping, then I'm probably going to go ahead and explore that eastern part of town. So we'll see you there in a second. So, we're at the market here. Unfortunately, the lady who used to be standing right here in this little courtyard is gone. And I don't know if that's... I mean, obviously she was never gone even when I left the Paititi area, but I guess I never before left the entire larger map. Teleported away back. But yeah, after I returned, she's no longer here. Which is, yeah, well, unfortunate. I suppose we'll take a look at the regular market stands here and see what we can get.
How are you?
Right. A rucksack. I mean, we can obviously afford this. The Robo Center was what, 3,500, 3,700, something along those lines. Can we sell some gold? Yes. We could sell some more things too, but well, let's get the rucksack. You know, that's definitely a nice thing to have. And the only other upgrade she sells. And this guy.
Hi there.
He's selling some equipment. I mean, a serpentwood bow, draw speed and hold time. I think we actually bought our other high damage bow from this guy, so I'm not really particularly interested in this. And it's also quite pricey, of course. Well, I mean, these things are freaking expensive, man. Holy moly! Obviously, I'm not going to buy those because I'm not planning to use them. Yeah, I don't think we need any groceries. Well, not sure if Kukulkan is going to have much to do with it, but I sure hope all the best for you guys. And the rest of the world, you know. Beautiful? What? Sure. Hey, dude. So, yeah, I wonder if... Well, I didn't try, like, reloading, saving the game around here, reloading, and seeing if she will return. She might, but she might also not. I don't know, maybe it was basically a one-time chance to buy those things early for, you know, as a reward for finishing that quest. A little bit lame if that's the case, but it's fine. I'm not going to worry too much about it. That's a bit of a bummer, but I wasn't exactly, you know, super keen on doing another round of backtracking and collecting stuff right away after I just finished doing that. So, you know, if I'm basically forced to do some, you know, to follow the main story for a little bit after we're done exploring this part of town, of course, so be it. It's maybe for the better if I'm actually, you know, forced to make some progress. Right, I think we talked to this guy before. Right, you said that before. It's okay, I'm gonna be careful, thanks. Let's see if I can backtrack the way we first walked. Yeah, I still think it's this round hut here. So, I guess we went... I don't know if we walked this path over here, or this more narrow one. I guess we'll find out. The structure is actually visible on the map. Of course, it's not much of a path. Thanks for the wood. And for all this stuff. This definitely looks like the more rural, quieter side of town, where most residences are on the other side. Or maybe this is like the old town. It sure looks older, right? At least this wall does. Oh, okay, I picked that up at some point. There's a ladder going up. Well, might as well. It's definitely not the way we walked with Unoratu back then, but we don't have to follow that, of course. Not at all. Oh, wait, this is definitely not her hut. Whoops. But she was... That was definitely I remember a round interior place. A round room. Huh. Maybe it's in here, actually. No, that's not round. Not particularly. Oh, maybe it is.
We're trying to keep a low profile.
I would go. Only
No.
I can't abandon my
Round-ish.
post here, and time is running short. It would mean a lot to Queen Unuratu and the rebellion.
Maybe I should have returned to see Jonah a little bit sooner than I did. Hello. Cannot even talk to you? That's disappointing. Okay then, don't mind me then. Of T. Serrano.
29th of November, 1603. After dinner, Lopez left the city. I followed, worried he might not return. I found him standing by the riverbank, lips moving as though in prayer. Not wishing to disturb him, I waited. His communion with God must have lasted through the night, and I regret to admit I fell asleep, for the next thing I knew, Lopez stood smiling serenely over me, the morning sun behind him, creating a halo. He helped me to my feet and clasped me in a strong embrace. Truilos, I know where to find the artifact, he whispered in my ear.
Truilos. Truilos? That's an interesting name. Okay.
I don't think anything could have prepared me for
Oh,
Paititi.
hey Jonah.
You can say that again.
Ah.
Are we doing the right thing here?
Well, we have to find the box, right?
Dominguez claims he only wants to keep Paititi safe, but I've seen the lengths he'll go to. The murder and cruelty. We have to find that box.
Right, and that's that. Well, this is a neat way to realize their conversation, I suppose, even though it wasn't much of one. Yeah, man, sorry, dude, that you can't just return to Kwakyaku, hang out with Abby. I imagine she could use a friend right now to, you know, help her deal with all those new information about her heritage and all that. No, she'll manage.
Mesoamerican people use this stone as a tool for processing grain and seeds.
Okay, it doesn't look like a stone, but... Awesome. Hey, Lama. Good boy.
Sok, guauchukokta lupol letanque mobo, tinguilach mejen palal tanusito bei cabras, teichi lukashi le cajo, tu kimisajenob
I don't think she ever will.
Uyahile hela, lok bayan.
Not quite yet, I'm afraid.
At least she's honest about it.
Helvish le mejen palaloba, keliliunakal, yolov tihel bashak, tujilahop te canalo.
Right. Where exactly are they? Climbing about? Okay. So, where's the entrance to... Oh, okay, well, it's in here. Right, so the entrance is somewhere around here. And that means I must have passed by that relic very closely. I guess I can explore this part here first before I head up those terraces and toward the, you know, wherever that leads. The barrier that I might or might not be able to break. Oh, not discovered. I was just about to say, looked like one. Yeah, the barrier that we might be able to break and the platform that we can jump from. Not that we still have to, but I mean, if I'm done with everything else, I suppose I might as well. I saw something flashing just now. Actually, come to think of it, I thought I saw something flashing before, and I didn't immediately investigate, so I probably will have to find that again, if it even was something that I saw. Oh, we can actually cut this now. Nice. and it just falls apart. Not the sturdiest of construction. Also seems... oh, never mind. It's not just resources.
The Inca use a combination of freeze-drying and salt to preserve just about anything edible.
Freeze-drying?
Charqui and chunos are basically meat and potatoes. Delicious.
Huh, okay. Freeze-drying though? I mean, isn't that...
All full up.
Can you actually freeze-dry things? Like, literally? Isn't that a very specific process that requires some sort of modern technology? I don't know, maybe not.
Born to famine, raised in rebellion, orphaned but never alone, he rises as the sun.
Who does? Who knows? Oh, with that we've already reached the southern tip here. Yeah, well, I kind of dodged that monolith, did I? And there's supposed to be a document. Oh, probably down there. Pretty much has to be there. I mean, I was wondering if it was going to be in the water. That would be a little bit bad for any kind of document. There we go.
30th of November, 1603. With a local man as a guide, Lopez, the soldiers and I set out from the city before first light, just as well as a terrible flu began to spread through the population. Lopez is convinced his artifact does not lie in the city itself, but somewhere just outside. I asked if it was not somewhat hypocritical to enlist the help of those loathsome people. Do not loathe them, he said, any more than you would these molosses. They are all creations of the Lord our God, as are we. I told him I was stunned to hear him speak in this fashion, but he took my hands and we prayed. The energy of his faith ran from him to me, until I felt the chains of doubt fall from my heart.
Well, good for him, I guess. But I reserve for myself the right to hate certain people, no matter who or what may have created them. Okay. Well, we got some digging spots around here. Good to know. Good to know about this one right here. Which I would definitely otherwise have missed. Also good to know about the one that's up where we are planning to return to. After we check out the monolith and see if we can solve that riddle. Whatever it may be. It was a weirdly shaped one, wasn't it?
This describes something nearby. A lone sentry stands guard over me and his harvest.
Over me and his harvest. A lone sentinel. I mean, that could... They could describe the statue here, but obviously it does not. Can we climb up here? No. I suppose not. So it's supposed to be over this way. Sorry, guys. Lone sentinel. Like here? That's a sentinel. Oh, yeah.
This'll be useful.
It's right here. Again, an ancient inscription couldn't possibly, you know, describe this kind of whatever it's supposed to be, scarecrow or guardian. Because that's obviously not been there since, you know, ancient times. Maybe there has always been one in that very spot. I guess that's possible. Not necessarily the same one throughout the centuries. Or maybe the inscription is pretty recent, who knows? Someone could have just carved that there. Now where is... oh, up there. Wait. That must be outside. Yeah, there was no other path from in here. As far as I'm aware, so... let's see. Ah, was there a digging spot in the middle of this? Yes. actually. That's exactly the one that we got marked on the map. I think that might be maybe the one that I thought I saw and then didn't investigate. Alright. Well, that is that. Okay, might as well go ahead and pick this up. Forgot that we actually have the backpack now, which gives us more inventory space. I was wondering why I was suddenly able to pick up things again. Okay, and these are the fields. I mean, are these rice fields? I wondered out loud about that same thing, whether rice is even being cultivated in South America. I mean, it's not native to South America. Obviously, it's going to be cultivated there these days. But it would have been brought by the Spanish, I suppose. Well, I don't see any plants here. So maybe these... Maybe actually this might be... Might not be agriculture so much as maybe maybe they're harvesting salt here? If they have access to salt water, that is. Well, this being a river... Or this being a river, specifically. It wouldn't be salty, of course, so I don't know. I don't know. Maybe they're growing fish or something. And this is actually cuttable. Okay. So I could definitely do a very daring jump from all the way up here, if I so desired.
I don't have enough space for that.
Right. All filled up again. Don't have a bigger quiver, so can't use that in any way. It's fine. Oh. Wait, you're not... Are you the lady? Oh, maybe she is. Yes. And she does not actually sell a shotgun. Yeah, I mean, that's just as I thought. And the Ascender is 3300, so obviously we're gonna get that. I could get the Uzi, but I guess I'm going to get the laser sight for my rifle instead, which might actually be somewhat helpful. Oh. I found some jade from some digging spot, I guess. And with that, we're just about out of money, which is fine. Get everything immediately useful. Awesome. Okay. So maybe this is... Maybe she always hung out here? Oh. Excuse me. Where is that? Oh. Oh, wow, that's somewhat sneaky. Plastic penguin, excuse me? How did that get here?
Oh my god. This is a penguin lawn ornament, painted and decorated and placed in a location of reverence. I shouldn't laugh, but it's so incongruous.
It is.
The locals wouldn't be able to identify the animal it's intended to represent, and they certainly wouldn't be familiar with the material the statue is made from. There isn't any plastic in Paititi. I'd love to talk to whoever did this and learn why, what they think this penguin is.
I mean, we've seen some actual traditional South American statues before, right? Or, well, that one example of what could be a bird, a fish, or a plane, depending on who you ask. So, who knows what they think this could possibly represent? Any number of animals that look vaguely like this, maybe. That's definitely interesting, though. An interesting thought. Still raises the question how it even got here in the first place, though. If they literally have, you know, no modern products, no modern materials here at all. Even though clearly some of them have had contact to the outside world. Not sure it really makes 100% sense, but, you know, it's fine. It doesn't have to.
These ceremonial ceramic jars are used to store corn beer or chicha. The bottom of these urpu are usually pointed to aid when pouring into smaller serving containers.
Okay, the bottom of these urpu are pointed. I see. And that's just to hold the string? That little... Almost looks like a... I can't tell. Is it supposed to be any specific animal? Could be a pig, judging by the nose, or a cat, judging by the ears, or... Who knows? Maybe nothing of the sort. Interesting. Nice design, actually. I like it. Ooh, this is fancy. Story complete? Oh, yeah. Okay.
This describes something nearby. The youngest of four turns his back on his brothers, unable to speak as I lie in his mouth.
Huh. The youngest of four turns his back to his brothers. The youngest of four. Whoa, this is in this entire large area. Youngest of four. I mean, I immediately notice these towers. Looks like there's 4 of them. In his mouth, yeah, okay, so... interesting. I mean, this one's opening, mouth is facing the middle of these fields. What's up here, actually? Before I head back down. Ooh, what is this? This is gonna open at some point, obviously, right? Or else why would I be able to climb up here? This is most definitely a door. Weren't we looking for... Well, we were looking for the silver box in the eye of the serpent, right? Maybe we return here once we have the box. Otherwise this doesn't look particularly interesting, but the door itself does. Okay, well... Let's see here. This one's mouth also points toward the middle. I mean, this one doesn't quite, but I suppose maybe a little bit. So, is it this one? Oh yeah, that's definitely facing completely away. That has to be it then. And there's the digging spot. Alright. Yeah, that was neat. Actually solvable by deduction, and not just by running around. And... well, I didn't jump from the platform, but I really don't need to. I picked up everything except for this relic that I was going to check out. Wait. Where is it? Oh. There, somewhere. How? Where? Unless it's actually inside and I'm just stupid? No, it must be above there somewhere. Somehow. Clearly it's just some kind of climbable wall that I'm overlooking. Certainly not here, though. Maybe we can actually climb this tower or something? Well, might be possible? Not quite. Okay, I had to... Uh-oh. Okay. In case... that was a little bit of a hiccup, in case I got swallowed up. So I had to pause recording for a moment. For like half an hour or so. Right, I was looking around. I actually kept looking around a little bit off camera, and I must say I am a little bit stumped by this. I have no idea how to get there, so I'm going to go ahead and assume that we don't have access to that place yet, and that maybe... I mean, it could be related to whatever this path is. Once we open this ominous door, which obviously leads somewhere. Maybe we'll somehow end up here and jump down to this area again. Because, I mean, I don't really see anywhere on this wall that you could possibly climb up. This is also pretty far away, but everything else in between here and there is just completely uneven rock cliffs that look nothing like anything climbable. Anyway, yeah, I don't know. This almost looks like something, but isn't. I cannot seem to climb this building to maybe get on top of those cliffs, and it doesn't really look like I would be able to get there in the first place. I definitely cannot climb any of this. And yeah, I mean, this is just the walls. And oops, sorry, Lara. Not really looking where you're walking there. Yeah, the relic is just apparently right up here on this corner. Or, I mean, I don't know. I think if it were below ground, it wouldn't show, right? This game no longer has those pillars of light pierce terrain. So if it's visible like this, it has to be above ground. It has to be up there. I don't know. Maybe I'm crazy. Maybe I'm just missing something that should otherwise be obvious. But for now, it seems like we can't get that. So yeah, I won't be worried anymore about that. I feel like there was... Can I... Huh? Oh, wow. Wrong button. Got stuck in a bit of a loop there. Yeah, so... Oh, there's something to dig up down here. And over here as well. I totally missed those. Well, I was just about to basically officially end this episode, but... Oh, hold on. Interesting. I never picked up this because... Oh, that required something. Shotgun? I think that might... Oh, shotgun, or... Was that something I could cut with the rope? Dang it. And then, of course, I did end up getting the rope ascender, and now I can actually open these. Should I? I guess I could do a little bit of a montage to pick up these various things around Paititi. I'm not going to warp back to Kuwakyaku to get those things. Or, I mean, I suppose I could, but especially for this one door over, actually up here near the tomb entrance, that requires the rope ascender. That looks, I mean, it's such a big door. It looks like it could lead somewhere more substantial, and obviously, we don't quite have time for that. Well, I don't know. I should probably just stop it here and not worry too much about these little things. But I can at least go around and pick up these various little things. I mean, I don't even have to pick up the caches on camera, but at least these documents maybe over here. I suppose that's something I can do. So that's out of the way. And next time we'll actually, can you believe it? We will actually head toward the main quest here. See if we can get a bit closer to that silver box of a shell. Or maybe even get it. Who knows? Yeah. So I think I'm going to do that. I'm gonna dig up those caches, and then see you over in that near the wolf area, where we can pick up those 2 documents. Okay, so this digging spot is actually a little bit interesting because we apparently have to jump in like this. I was first a little bit confused as to how to get to this. Yeah, we definitely cannot open this, but it should be here. Yeah, there we go. And that's the one down here. Right, the one in the water was just that. Nothing spectacular in any way. Okay, just figured I might as well show that off. That was at least slightly interesting. See you at the next spot. And we are here in the llama and wolf area. We can finally do that. Well, we can do that, except it doesn't really do much. And we hold X apparently. I suppose that is the first time I ever used that rope ascender. Huh? Is that where we want to go? No, this is where the document is. At least, Lopez's arrival.
We found their hidden city easily enough, the coordinates from Trinity being correct. The natives did not trust us, and we entered the city with spears at our necks. There was a tumult against the people. We later learned a cohort of Inca had arrived the month before. Lopez spun a tale of our desertion from the Spanish army, for our hearts could not fathom the destruction they had and would continue to cause, and we gladly exchange any or all of our goods for shelter, if only for a short while. Reluctantly, they allowed us to remain in the city, on the condition we leave our armor and weapons in a small hut outside of the city proper. The men hesitated, and finally we agreed that 2 of us would remain outside, guarding the gear.
Wait, were these guys actually genuine? Lopez spun a tale of their desertion, so they didn't actually desert. What's in here, though? Oh, okay, just some money. I'll take it. I guess there's always that Uzi to buy. and I suppose to a lesser extent the armor, the equipment. Right. Where is it? Oh, more like this way. Yeah, here it is, around this corner. There we go. Let's not set it on fire. Pull open, and more jade I saw. Nice.
Any squad venturing outside Khan must take special precautions in covering their tracks. We're close now, and the last thing we need is droves of tourists showing up, trying to be the first to get the perfect selfies in the city.
What? Khan? Where the heck is Khan? That name hasn't been mentioned before. What's that all about? I have no idea how that fits into all this. I mean, it was a report by someone from Trinity, I guess, judging by the ledger it was in. Hey, Llama. Yeah, well, I suppose I'll end the episode in here. Oh god, I mean, I will do that either way. It takes a little bit of climbing if I remember correctly, so I'll make another quick cut, and I'll meet you inside this crypt. Hopefully I was right about being able to access that. If not, well, so be it. So I'll see you there in a second. Okay, I finally made my way down to this chamber here, and there are actually 2 barriers that I can open with a knife. This one leads to some more jade, and I could really use some light here, Lara, just saying. If only someone had a flashlight with them that they couldn't switch on, you know. Oh well. Now this is... oh, that's interesting. Neither of these, and I kind of had a growing suspicion, neither of those did lead to that cache. So is that actually underwater? Honestly, I don't really remember what it was like down here. But this is not quite the correct direction, unfortunately. So much for quickly picking that up. I kind of remember this. Not sure if this is where we first came in, or if this is where we exited. Oh wait, is this... oh, those are not piranhas. Good. If the cache is not underwater though, and I sure... well, it looks like I'm almost on top of it. Is it... could it just be here? But it should be highlighted. I'm definitely not seeing the highlight. And obviously at this point I must be pretty far away. I'm going backwards in this place. I recognize that now. I think I know where this will get me. Again, no digging spot. No longer quite in the correct location either. Yeah, okay, well this is maybe a little bit more complicated than I thought. I mean, it's obviously gonna end up being not very complicated at all. It couldn't be just inside this chamber, right? No. Yeah, I really have no idea. It looks like it would be behind this mural. Well, not quite. Somewhere over there. It could just be outside, actually. Could it be? I really don't know. Maybe I'm gonna look around a little bit off camera. This already took a lot longer than I expected it to. Honestly, I forgot to correctly set my timer so many times throughout this episode that I have no idea where we are time-wise. I hope we're still under an hour, because I sure didn't achieve a whole lot. But, well, we did pick up a couple of loose ends, you know. Picked up a couple of miscellanea once again. And as I said, I mean, I'm gonna probably look around for this elusive cache a little bit more off camera. And maybe I'll include that in the next video, just for, you know, for the sake of completeness, and in case anyone else is also a little bit compulsive about that kind of thing. And if not, we're definitely ready to move on with the main story now and head into that temple to get the silver box. So that should hopefully be a little bit more exciting. Oh, you know what? Screw it. I'm gonna append it to the end of the episode, actually, as you're seeing right now. I completely missed this passage here. I suppose I should probably show that off, shouldn't I? If I'm going to do it, I might as well go all the way. I have no idea how I missed that. That's just literally stairs leading up out of the water. And the thing is, I actually only found this. I mean, I don't know if I would have eventually found it. I saw this, of course, right? We all saw that. It's on the other side, and yeah, you can see that icon now, which definitely would have helped. To the point where I'm tempted to leave it on. It's actually one of the options here that I never even tried. It's the beacons. I mean, technically the beacons, like the actual pillars of light, have already been on, right? But this literally gives you an icon where the actual collectible or whatever is. And yeah, that definitely gives you... It definitely helps to know like the height of the object and not just the XY coordinate on the map. As we just saw, that didn't help in this case. And yeah, I just never would have even expected or suspected that there could be anything on the other side of this. This just looked like an interesting set piece, you know, with the blue ominous glow there on the other side. And then I started looking around and lo and behold, there's just this passage that I didn't see because I didn't know that there was anything to look for. So there's that. A little bit silly, but I mean, ultimately I'm glad that I was able to find it. And it didn't just remain a mystery forever. Hey, there's actually a map too. Let's see if we missed anything else. Well, not exactly, but it did highlight those two things in an area we haven't been to yet. We couldn't go to. Actually, this document really inside of that freaking well or whatever? Well, not a well, just some kind of stone circle, whatever. Well, that's embarrassing that I missed that. That must be just out in the open, literally right there. I can't believe I didn't see that. I know I activated survival instincts there multiple times. That's okay. The other things seem to be solely over there, unless this path ends up leading there, but I don't think so. Well, who knows? At this point, I should really just shut up and not say anything, because I always end up being proven wrong only moments later whenever I say anything. Well, anyway, there's that. Finally, closure. And also, there's really not much of a blue glow on this side of that barricade. Lighting is weird. Anyway, okay, so that's that. You know, that's that finally out of the way. For next time, I suppose I'm going to go ahead and pick up this document before I start or continue with the main quest. But, yeah, well, obviously I'll have to collect that. Yeah, and once again, I suppose I'll just do the outro again. I thank you so very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment, and I shall see you real soon. Bye-bye.